Today we're going to start making our pop-up mug of hot chocolate. We're going to start by making the handle of our mug. We're going to do that by making a big C. Now this could be a backwards C or a regular C, depending on what side you decide to put your mug handle on. So I made mine a backwards C because I did it on the right-hand side of my paper. Then add a smaller C inside of it. Then make a line that connects it so it can make one shape. Now I should have done this part before I started coloring everything in, but make sure you take your half sheet of paper and line it up right next to your mug handle. Make sure that that half sheet of paper is longer than the length of your handle. Now we're going to add our horizon line here. The horizon line is what separates your ground from your background. That way our mug isn't just floating in the air. In your background, you're going to create a pattern. I decided to make a pattern of diagonal lines going one way and then diagonal lines going the other way. Then they crisscross over each other. On the ground, you're going to create a different pattern. Make sure that it looks a lot different than the one that you have in the background. Otherwise, the background and the ground could start to blend together. So I decided to do a background that doesn't crisscross over each other, so then there's a bit more separation there. I made zigzag lines repeating down until I reached the bottom of my paper. Now I'm taking colorful marker and going over all of my pencil lines. Now when you're choosing colors for your patterns, make sure you think about the pattern. A pattern is a repeated design, but it also can be repeated colors. Keep that in mind as you're outlining everything. When you're done outlining everything in colorful marker, you can go ahead and start coloring in using either crayons or colored pencils. Remember to think about the colors that you're putting down. A pattern is a repeated design, but it can also be repeated colors. So in my background, I used dark purple in certain spots and light purple in certain spots, creating a pattern with the colors. And with my ground, I did a dark orange in some spots and a light orange in the opposite spots, making a pattern that goes dark orange, light orange, dark orange, light orange. So make sure you're really paying attention to what colors you are putting where. We want to create a pattern here. Now this is as far as we are going to get today. Make sure you're really taking your time coloring in so it doesn't look like it's really scribbly and messy. Make sure that there's no white space at all. And if you don't finish coloring today, don't worry, we'll finish that part up next time I see you.